Afternoon, folks. I have got a couple of great clips for you. If you have not seen these yet, you will not be disappointed. This is Captain Clay Higgins. He is one of our great Judiciary Committee Oversight Committee representatives over there. Love this guy. He has got a way with words, and I believe he loves his country like everybody listening to this channel. And that alone makes me think this guy is great. He is standing up in the fight. He is calling out Mr. Mayorkas today, that piece of garbage. Now, Mr. Mayorkas has been grilled over the Barbie over the last couple of days in the House Judiciary and Oversight Committee have been just letting him have it with the questions about the border. We've had talks about the border this week. We've had talks about the Bidens this week, and we've even had talks about the Afghanistan withdrawal, drilling the generals, and so many other things in just the last couple of days. The Oversight Committee and the Judiciary Committee are working their tails off trying to get to the bottom of some of this stuff. But truth be known, especially the Biden scandal, it's like a blooming onion. It just keeps unfolding with more and more information. I think they're going to have to hire some more people to just help do the legwork and the homework of getting to the bottom of all these reports. Now, let's go ahead and jump into what Captain Clay Higgins says. And if you stick around to the end, like I said, you'll get to hear a good belly roll laugh of how Marjorie Taylor Greene handled Mr. Swalwell today. All right, folks, now let's get into it. This is good stuff.
We've given you ample opportunity to, to, to seek some sort of honorable exit from your executive position, sir.
Fire that sucker.
We take no pleasure in witnessing you dismantle yourself as a fellow American before the whole country. Your legacy, millions of illegals enter our country, millions under your watch, loss of operational control of our border, aligning DHS policy as an asset to Mexican cartel drug and human trafficking, the disintegration of our national sovereignty, destruction of countless thousands of Texas family lives, overwhelming crime waves sweeping across our country, over 1 million criminal runners you call gotaways flooding into America, many carrying backpacks loaded with deadly fentanyl and meth, or herding teenage girls into prostitution, sex slave networks across America. 225,000 Americans dead from Mexican cartel drug overdose since you took office 2 years ago. You and your inaugurated president, but mostly you, sir, because you have your whole mind about you. And you have a highly decorated background in border operations.
Did you catch that? It's not Joe Biden's fault as far as he's concerned because he knows Joe Biden is compromised and doesn't have all his faculties. Did y'all catch that? He said, but you, sir, talking about Mayorkas, you do have all your brains still in your head. So you are absolutely responsible for what is going on. I just thought I'd pull that out if y'all didn't catch that.
So you're supposed to be the expert. You, sir, are the Secretary of Homeland Security who has failed in your sworn oath to protect our nation from invasion. You had an obligation to execute the president's policies or advise the president if his policies were bringing injury to America. Ultimately, your oath requires you to secure our nation's sovereign border with Mexico and do anything necessary to stop the Mexican cartels from trafficking endless wave upon human wave of illegals into America, along with miserable death, unspeakable grief, graveyards filled from sea to shining sea with the bodies of American sons and daughters dead from fentanyl. You've brought generational trauma upon our country. I believe history will witness your era of service as a transitional time in our country. Well, what was America like before Secretary Mayorkas, and what was America like after him?
True
It's
fact, right
stunning
there.
that you could sit there and smugly grin as if you've not miserably failed your country. We could give you money to hire 1,000 new border agents. Nobody wants to work for you. They're coming forth. We can't keep up with the whistleblowers that are coming to testify against your command. We could give you money to deploy all sorts of new technology. I have evidence in my file that you've given command to not deploy technology that you currently have because it interfered with the cartel's business model. We're done with your lies to America. It's shameful what you brought upon our country. Mr. Chairman, I have no interest in asking this secretary any questions. He obfuscates and lies.
Mr. Chairman.
I yield.
Clay Higgins lit into his ass, and he was just one of many that tore this dude up. Mayorkas got served. He needs to get served, and he needs to feel bad about what he's doing to our country, and he needs to be impeached. That is the absolute necessity of the situation. Now, let me get into Marjorie Taylor Greene here, and let me throw y'all one more clip in before we're done here. Get back. Marjorie Taylor Greene mercilessly calls out Swalwell, causes the House to throw a fit. They go to reading the rule books and see if she can get away with it. Too funny, folks. Watch out, lays out.
Entertaining from someone that had a sexual relationship with a Chinese spy, and everyone knows it. But
I move to take her words down.
You see her smile? She enjoyed doing that.
Completely
Now they're going to
inappropriate.
move.
Yeah, stand by just a second while we research the rule. Give me just a second.
I need to make sure I have my full 5 minutes.
For as much lying that goes on in that chamber, they have a problem with name calling. Come on, man. Now they're trying to read the rules at this point and figure out if they've got any standing to make her redact the statement or
The motion has
expunge
been
it
made.
from
The
the
gentleman
record.
will, the committee will suspend, and the gentleman will state the words that he wishes taken down.
Everything that the gentlelady from Georgia has said.
No, you need to be more
The
specific. Mr. Gold.
accusations of an affair with a Chinese spy, those are engaging in personalities, and those words should be taken down, and the gentlelady should not be able to speak anymore in this hearing.
That is not the latter part of that is not an appropriate motion, but we will evaluate the striking of those words. Give me just a second.
Bear with me, folks. This takes a minute here for them to get their ducks in a row, figure out they can't do much.
The chair recognizes the gentlelady from Georgia and asks if she would like to retract those words.
No, I will not.
I love it. I love it. Looks like Eric Swalwell up there is blowing sweet nothings in Benny Thompson's
Okay,
ear.
the chair rules that those words that were spoken are not going to be stricken from the record.
Mr. Chair.
The gentleman from Mississippi is recognized.
I don't think there's any question about what the gentlelady said.
Just a couple of the highlights of what has happened today and over the last couple of days in the House hearing. Those things have been explosive lately, folks. There is video after video over on Forbes of these Republicans and even some Democrats laying into Mayorkas as well. Go check them out, folks. Like, subscribe, and share to Vote of Patriots. Have a great day.